We gonna talk about the old, young, smart, dumb. Let me show you where I'm coming from. You better tell them or I will.
Word up, man. Recovery Rod up in this. Man, thank you for coming, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Welcome to the podcast, brother. You better tell them or I will.
Most definitely.
And we here today about you.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, because I've seen it personally, that your story has affected others and helped others. So we're going to get into a little bit of story. We're going to get into some hip hop, what you like, what you don't like, you know, how that married life treating you and all that old good shit, man, you know. And this is a good brother, man. We've been knowing each other. How long we been knowing each other
Man,
now?
about 8 years,
Eight
man.
years. Word. And he going to let y'all know how we met, you know. But before we get into that, so you were sharing with me and our producer, Jamal, about coming up in Compton and things of that nature. So take us back, you know, real brief, and anything you'd like to share. So you was coming up in Compton. You was born in Compton? Born in Compton?
Yeah,
Word.
born
and
pretty much raised in Compton.
Word.
Man, come up out of Compton, you know, mid-70s, baby, you know,
Right,
75, no
yeah,
job.
yeah, 75,
you know, come up out of King, man, and, you know, mom's brung me home to Cherry Street, man. You know, Cherry and Wilmington, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, it was hard lesson learned about life, you know what I mean? You know, Crippin' and Bloodin' became, you know, real big in 80s, you know what I mean?
So you 10 in 85.
Yeah.
And it's really on in 85.
It's on and popping.
Word, okay.
Yeah, mom's, you know, caught that crack code, you know what I'm saying? So we was with G-Mom, my grandma stayed right there. So we at the homestead with her, and, you know, the neighborhood was what it was.
It was starting to change.
Yeah, it was. But it was playful for me. 20, 30 kids, you know. We played outside. You know what I mean? And but the opposing neighborhoods, you know, they let us know that we was different, you know. And so.
Now when you coming up and it's playful, because when we growing up, life is just life. We can't differentiate between, you know, a whole lot of things that say the adults around us would know. You know, you really cannot distinguish, you know, this neighborhood from that neighborhood. You know, this is my partner I go to school with, you know. And so coming up in school, how was that? What type of student were you?
Man, I'm telling you, I was like a nerdy kid, man. Like, you know, real kind of quiet, didn't have a voice. And just really wanted to have a lot of friends, you know. Trying to be accepted by a lot of guys. You know what I mean? My clothes wasn't a name brandish. You know, and grandma's, you know, she's shopping at, you know, JJ Newberry's. You know what I'm saying? And you know, didn't have the name brand shoes or nothing. You know, it was kind of rough on that tip, you know.
Now I've seen your artwork. What was that about?
So man, I was in love with the music, man. You know, with what they call the culture now, right? You know, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was b-boying. You know what I mean? I remember gang members did was some of the best pop lockers, you know, or break dancers that you would ever see. My cousins and whatnot, you know, they taught me, you know, they was breaking. We would go to malls. We went, you know, I had cousins from Long Beach. It was like older brothers, you know. We would go to the malls. We would break dance in public. The meet, you know, get the boom box out. And we breaking.
Absolutely.
So I seen this movie that transformed my life, man. Beat Street. Beat
somebody
Street,
say
you know,
Ramon.
you know what I'm saying? I was telling my wife, I was telling my wife the other day, like, this shit changed my life. The main artist in there was Ramo, and Ramo, and Ramo was the graffiti artist. And they said, "How did you do this?" He said, "I traced comics." So I traced comics so much, man.
That's how you got your pen?
I failed third grade.
Wow.
I
never
traced
knew
them, bro.
The man. Boy, I thank you for coming. So from Beat Street, this is why I tell y'all, the TV and the music is influential, man. Don't let it lie to you, man. Because you can sit here and watch, because what do entertainment mean? It means to hold in mind. By definition. So when we watching this love and hip hop, that ain't got a goddamn thing to do with hip hop.
Come on, man.
But anyway, and you see, man. So you okay? But I want to wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
This the stuff I love because see, the first time I had a bald head was when Cube cut his off on the death certificate. So can't nobody tell me how this stuff could shape you, man.
Yeah.
Right. So
start drinking St. Ives, cousin.
Word. Okay. So you watching B Street as a young man.
Yeah.
And in the movie, they ask him how he do this. He say, I trace comics.
Yeah.
Then you say, okay, I'm going to start tracing comics.
And I traced them so much.
But that you flunked the third grade.
Yeah, though. It was other shit going on.
Right. But
yeah, some other shit at the house too.
Right.
Mom's not being there.
But you was,
pops incarcerated.
That's where you was at.
I found peace with that. I locked in to where when I moved to art, I could draw. Dennis the Menace. I was getting the Sunday comics.
Word.
I could draw Snoopy.
Word.
I could do certain, in the letters, I would just look at, and I'm telling you, the gang graffiti.
Yeah.
I would just look at Florencia's had big block letters.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the essay gangs was real influential. They'll do a lowrider face, the brim and the glasses and the the little mustache, and I would like stare at that in the riverbeds or wherever,
Wow.
and it just evolved, and then this became like an alter ego because I'm living home in the hood, and black people didn't do that.
Right.
We didn't tag on buses.
Word.
We didn't
put up the burners.
We didn't do that.
Yeah,
we didn't go out to the yards.
Right.
So this is something I did in the cut, and it just grew and grew. Yeah,
Word.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I crossed across different lines.
Yeah.
Because some of these guys became, essays, like gang members. And I had belonged to a black gang.
Yeah, right.
But they wouldn't, they would give me a pass on certain.
Word.
Word. Yo, that's Ron. Like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Like, nah. It kind of came in clutch in some situations, county jail type stuff,
Wow, dude. Man,
Yeah.
never knew that. Good looking out on sharing that, brother.
Yeah.
Word. So, wow, man, that got me stuck. That kind of threw me right there, bro. It's so dope, man. Okay, so you got this movement through Compton.
Yeah.
You are releasing yourself from reality through art.
Right.
Hip hop is on.
It's
right,
man, the woo, all of this.
All that.
We moved from Compton, right? We're down the road, right over to like North Long Beach.
Okay.
Only the difference is one train stop on the metro, right? Okay. So we move a matter of probably 10 miles. But
and now you in North Long Beach,
and I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Right.
I remember I went to their projects like first time to Carmelitos, and I was whoa. Until then I said, oh, this still the hood, And what I mean. But a lot of the other kids, they moved too, and we link up and we kind of form pockets of groups, so. And we took Compton with us.
Word.
Word. And so when I'm ditching school, I'm going right back to the hood.
The 10 miles the other
I'm going
way.
over there.
Word.
Messing with them boys on Rosecrans. You know what I'm saying? And, playing with, what they say, curiosity killed the cat, man.
Word.
Like I'm telling you, I wasn't really interested in the gang per se, because I knew gangs was bad, like drugs was bad.
Word.
Alcohol, all that, but I just really wanted to be a part of something.
Word. Okay.
Boy Scouts wasn't an option.
Word. Boy Scouts wasn't an option. Wasn't no sports. None of that.
I wasn't a sporty dude. Like I saw
you was
real.
A nerdy dude.
I was.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say this too. Like I had with the art and the graffiti, it was a lot of Mexicans.
Yeah.
So I even toyed with the idea. I was trying to find me, man. I hung out with some dudes, try to recruit me to a Southside essay gang in Compton.
Okay.
And I was like, nah. But I was dressing the part, bro.
Right, okay.
I was dressing like Larry from the Colors movie, right? I had the Pendletons. I had the little rosary. I had an S curl slick. You know what I'm saying? With the khakis and the big Davis.
That's filming that TV.
I'm rocking it.
Yeah.
TV really messed me up because I did become obsessed with like that look or
Yes.
the demeanor. Like I remember I seen Duke of Earl in church and was like, oh snap, like, and you know what I mean? All the way back to, I'm gonna tell you West Side Story.
Go ahead.
They dancing.
Yeah.
But it was gangs.
Right.
Like somebody, if they would have peeped it early on, Pop's trying to be, you know, he out of prison, trying to do, you know, the weekend father thing.
Yeah.
And he was taking me to movies. What movie you want to see? I want to see Colors. I'm in elementary school.
Yes, sir.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking. 6th grade.
Yeah.
I go in, I see, look, we in the line. Dudes got pigtails.
Yes.
Red and blue. I'm like, oh, these is real. I mean, this is gang bangers.
Gang
Pendletons
bangers.
up in
I got to
there.
put on restrictions
Perms.
2 weeks for going to see that movie.
You know?
Yeah.
The opening, when, hey, blood, boom, hit him with the thing. Like, I see a gang of bloods get up and like, fuck it, and walk out. I'm like, what's that?
Right.
You know, but my father really nobody didn't peep it.
Yeah.
This obsession that I had with people that was from that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I wasn't a bad kid, a bad guy, you know.
None of us are, bro.
It just something that just lingered with me, you know. Red was like always my color, you know what I'm saying? Always, first pair of Chucks I had was red, you know.
First pair of Chucks I had was burgundy. Bought them in New York, 1995.
And then look. And I had the red, I had the blue fat shoelaces because I'm a b-boy,
Right.
And I remember I got pushed up on what's up with the shoelaces,
Right.
had to learn. I'm a dork, man. I didn't know nothing about that.
Wow.
But eventually, you know.
Yeah, and you know one thing, as you say, when we trying to fit in and we see those type things and that excitement and what is that, a lot of us fail to understand the power of adrenaline.
Oh yeah.
That adrenaline get to moving and you get high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our good brother Red's taught, he say adrenaline is the gateway drug.
Wow. I could dig that. I could dig that.
Yeah. Because, you know, some of the people that we see where we living now, it's still a lifestyle that's hindering them from their freedom because they still, as the new term goes, with the shit.
Yeah.
When it ain't no shit to be with.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that adrenaline get to moving. And in the street, they say I was on one. I just blacked out on it. You know, because that shit get to moving. So when we see these bigger, stronger, flyer dudes, the pigtails, the low riders, and that shit get active. Yeah, man. And you like, ooh, you know,
you know what I'm saying? Just the attaboys, you know, from the big homie, you know, man. And a big homie is just somebody that's older than you. They could be you 12, 13, and they 15, 16, coming from a junior high, and they like, what's up, little man?
Yeah.
Like, little man, like he called me little man, like homie, hop on the handlebars, you know what I'm saying? Roll you on the handlebars, and you like, homie, like, man, you know what I mean? You can't touch me, you know. I'm somebody, and even on that, I'm still a late bloomer. It took more experiences, you know, hanging with this group of people and individuals, ditching school, coming over there, saying the word, you know, and learning the language, because the language began to bloom like in, I want to say like late 80s, early 90s. You know, it's like BB Bridges. You know what I'm saying? Cross chords, being Davises and shit. And you know,
man,
you know, it's going, it's moving, and like I watched the documentary one time and it hit different, man. You know, I think it was Bones documentary, right? And one cat on there say, it's all good until like once blood is shed. When blood is shed, then that man child has a decision to make. Like that first one, right? That first funeral, it hit different, bro. It was like, you know, nobody checked in on me. I did school to go to one of my best friend's funerals. He died over a red sweater, man. His name was Eric Simmons. You know, he got shot in the head, chest, and foot. You know, E-Rock Deuce from Fruitown Paul Rue. You know, and when we put him in the ground, something happened to me. Like, it changed my whole mentality. Like, I can remember, like, I had little action figures.
Right.
You know, He-Mans and little ninjas and G.I. Joes. I gave them to my little brother, like, I didn't want nothing. See, now working in mental health, right? And seeing the signs, it was something going on. Like like somebody there with you that stuck up for you,
right?
Because he was like our Beanie Siegel, man.
Word, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and he was younger
they had
than
to
me,
do
though.
him in order to get him. They
Man,
had to do him the way they did him in order to get him because they couldn't see him straight up.
But if he loved you, he loved you.
Right. Word.
He did brute force. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because back in them days, from that side, you couldn't be no buster.
Right.
You couldn't be no buster talking about Paul Rue or Bloods. Like, what? It was all blue.
Right.
So, and he lost his life. And when that was gone, I hated everything that took him. And no counselor came in, no therapist came in. I'm already messed up psychologically too.
Right.
My mother is gone. My father is in and out. My mom reconnects with the family, but my father is still in and out.
Okay.
And I'm hearing sirens. I'm hearing helicopters. Grandma, we sleep on the floor. So when you hear Kendrick say that shit, they shooting tonight. Sleep on the floor. Yeah.
Wow.
That's real.
Word.
A lot of the stuff that I relate to Doc, man, when he came out, like, where you live at, where your grandma stay at.
Yeah.
Cause that was
one of my favorite
really
songs. I only can listen to it once every 90 days because that shit made my car seat lean different.
It's the shit. That's true.
Well, your grandma.
You already guilty from just being here, man. Nigga, you with this.
Word.
And I seen a lot of good kids turn that way. So this new era of it now, you got the Chris Browns and I heard Chris with the stuff, but like you come on, man.
Hold that thought right there. Hold that thought right there, because goddamn it, y'all better tell him. You better tell them, or I will. Hold that thought that what it was and what it is today, and we gonna tap in. Man, you was mentioning, being from Compton and the time you was coming up, you couldn't be no buster.
Nah, man.
And you was from here whether you liked it or not. You represent the city. And then you had mentioned one of the artists of today that is claiming this, brother. And just as your brother, man, I'm gonna share a story with you.
Yeah.
As a youngster, being influenced by TV and hip hop and all that.
Yeah.
I had 34 pictures of Ice Cube on the back of my door. He was my favorite rapper, yo.
Yeah.
But when I learned, and you know me, you know my story, I'm suburban.
Come on, man.
Okay? Yeah. But when I learned West Side and what was really happening there.
Yeah.
And my man making this money off that.
Yeah.
But you chilling in fucking Encino or wherever you at.
Yeah.
And then when Cam told him that W you repping stand for Watts.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you faking.
Yeah.
And then he go get Mac 10 and they create the West Side. And I'm like, bro, these kids is dying over this. And now so when you mention these artists that come in blood, like, I'm not a fan of look, being from the suburbs and from California, and Southern California at that.
Yeah.
And being on that boulevard as the little brother in the back of the Jeep Cherokee while the big sister driving up and down the boulevard. And then being on the boulevard, right? And seeing the Inglewood brothers at that motherfucking rallies on Manchester and Crenshaw get loose.
Yeah.
Get so loose that I drove down, got on the 10 and brought my ass back to West Covina. Okay.
Families.
You see?
That's it.
I just can't get it, brother.
Yeah.
It's not, I do not stand, I do not like, I do not appreciate, I do not admire goddamn entertainers crip walking.
Yeah, that's the shit, man.
I can't stand that shit, man.
You got state sponsored gangbanging right now.
Wait, one more time, say that again.
State sponsored gangbanging,
okay.
Right?
So elaborate.
They promote this shit, man.
Right.
They selling it it's a franchise to the children, man. Like,
wow.
Like they make they make movies off people that really doing this. See, this been a silent civil war, man. See, people don't realize that, like, gang truces is not nothing new.
Word.
Gang banging started, like, origins, man. First gangs was the spook hunters, man.
Okay.
White boys.
Word.
Running through we couldn't cross Central, we couldn't go to the West Side,
Okay.
We had to fight our way to get to the parks and all that.
Okay.
That we later had formed clubs like, the Chain Gang out of Inglewood. You had businessmen, the Slausons, the Gladiators, the Farmers.
Listen.
You know, and the Rebel Rousers. You know, Mau Mau's, other gangs, but they wasn't gangs. They was just groups of people that came together. Right, the Panthers unified them, right? And then they smoked all of the Panthers and locked them up, right? Shootouts.
Peace to Sada Shakur.
Definitely.
Big up to her. Rest in peace, my sister.
Honored man, you know, Chief Kareem Bey, you know, my uncle, man, you know what I'm saying? I was educated, man, on the demonstration. See, I told you I was a historian, man. I always wanted to know where the word came from. When I stumbled on the block and came off the steps, I was like, why we say this word? So what's the difference between us and them? What they do? I told you the story, man. I hung out. I had older cousins that lived in Long Beach on the east side. It's my big brothers, right? You know, and I tried to do what they do for a day. And when I realized that it was other Crips chasing us, trying to beat us up, it was real simple. I'm gonna lock in with what's at my grandma's house. We was together. We was you could go all up and down, you know, Rosecrans and run from Paru to Paru, and even into the Blood neighborhoods. And it was like it was love. We prided ourselves on being different. But what happens to all organizations in you know, United States where, you know, COINTEL happened to them, you know, infiltration and the breakdown of the structure and whatnot. And so we start turning on ourselves. You know what I mean? But it's by design, man. These kids, you know, you go to any liquor store, man, and they selling the flag. Man. They selling the paraphernalia.
Where the hell? I was somewhere with my daughter out this way. And matter of fact, it was one of them shoe stores. One of them little, you know, them boutiques with the, you got some of them shoes, them shits,
the West Side
$300 and $400 pair. Ooh, I got yeah, one of them shoe stores. Man, well, I'm bullshitting. It wasn't even no boutique. It wasn't even a boutique store. Right, because my daughter 15 and hit me up. She wanted the all red Jordans the other day, and I looked at them motherfuckers. They were $336. I still got to go back and get them because they're hard to find. But anyway, it was goddamn warehouse shoe set.
What they got them?
Got the flag, socks, and everything when you're walking up to the register. And I showed my daughter, like, man, look.
It's marketed.
You know, me personally, I don't give a damn what you doing. If you doing it, I'm a fan. You okay? I don't give a damn if you gang banging, selling dope, CEO, straight A student. If that's what you doing and you doing it, I am a fan. So when I see marketing of people, of things that was created for survival or protection, and now you what's the word I'm looking for? Now it's a commodity. And you ain't giving nothing back to the originators.
No.
I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand. And there's certain shit that's just not going to be worn at my home. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not getting ready to buy the flag socks.
No, I'm not doing none of that.
None of that.
Like I remember when we was making the flags, like, you know, on belts, stapling them, cutting up flags, putting them in our shoestrings. They took all of that. Somebody was watching that, and I can make this.
Boom.
You know,
the first time I saw it made and sold was Sauce and Swap Me.
Dude, we was
when they slowed the flag into the side of the
getting airbrush on white Converse. You know, getting the flag airbrushed on it for Hood Day type functions. You know, yeah, man. But like this stuff is when you see artists. You a millionaire. What are you doing coming to Compton to get actually beat up and put on? You know, and you at hood function. I mean, the gravitational pull is so. Look at Pac. Pac came to the mob.
Come on, man.
And Pac movies.
Come on.
He's a superstar.
I can't stand it.
But and Snoopy and them told him, look, hey man, but you can't stop it. You come around
that goddamn adrenaline.
It's
a
disease.
Movement.
It's a disease. Or to me, I'm gonna say it's a virus.
Go ahead.
Because look how it spread. Family member, relative, close loved one. That shit like, you know what I'm saying? It touch you. Like, some touch you, like and all of a sudden you get the fucking, you know what I mean? You come around You know what I'm saying? My little brother, point example. I brought him around.
Boom.
My little brother from Long Beach.
Right, okay.
On the east side.
Right.
Really.
Okay.
You know, and he come home from placement 18. I'm knee deep in my shit.
Right, okay.
You know, I'm going to the set and all of that, and you know, believing that's who I am right then. And,
love the wording.
He's stealing stuff. I don't see he's stealing my clothes.
Right.
Wearing, you know, my shit.
Yeah.
And we go to the hood because I didn't live in the hood, but I'm living in West Side LA. So I would, when I want to hang out, smoke weed and chill, I go to the hood. I'm like, look, man, hey, don't let the homies get to you.
Right.
Because they will prey on you.
Man.
And before I know it,
boom.
You know, he
got
twisted up in the mix with it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's what happens, man. Like, people come from way out cities. They don't, you know, they not from the land.
Right.
We called it the land, homie.
Right.
That's the Warlands of Compton, homie.
Right.
Like, Watts, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, my first time I came to the jungles, I fell in love. I was like, wow. This is a village. Like, I'm talking, little dude, look, it's like, I used to say, man, there's 101 weed spots. Like, man, and we not hiding in pockets. Like, and not saying that, you know, in Compton we was, but you had to come into our set. But the jungle, you find on Palmwood, where I was in a dead end, where they film training day, it was like 100 dudes flame the hell up.
101 weed
like
spots.
You know, you walk all around, you ain't worried.
Everything the same.
Everything, bro. If you knew, you go from there to Cocoa, you go to go to August, you know what I'm saying, the Gibraltar, the G Block, like all of these, and it was like a village, man. It was like, you know what I mean?
Because it was.
And but see, to me, it's like, you know, I threw dirt rocks with my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like are the kids that knew me, you know what I mean? And then when I actually stepped into them waters, I stepped across the street, you know, by way of my relative, you know, and you know, he was angry and upset that I made that decision, but that's just, it was certain situations that pushed me to that breaking point to where I was like, this is who I am. You know, I'd already fought people for it. I've already got chased. I've already, so it's like, what's left? Just go ahead and step in, you know.
All the way in the deep end.
But, you know, that lasted until it didn't. And it was an addiction. You know, I could say it like that.
And that addiction trickled into
the, you know, the harder drugs, man. From the weed, right? To the weed being laced, you know what I'm saying? And we talking Reggie weed, regular weed. You know what I'm saying? Not that dope. You know what I mean? You know I took that line from. I run that, dude. That right there, man. Like, you know, that stuff, man. I don't mean, maybe if I was smoking the stuff they smoking now, I probably wouldn't have did that. You know, because that shit is icky.
Yeah, man.
And everybody blowing, you know.
Everybody doing it.
But thank God for the drugs, right? Because when I got into them, it took me away from the set because, you know, I had the idea that if the homies see you smoking, you know, we gonna boo bop you.
Yeah.
Come to find out, when I get downtown in Skid Row,
the homies is down.
Man, and I had a small.
Wait, back up. Y'all peep that. Once he got to downtown Skid Row. Now, just a little while ago, he was staying with G-Moms in Compton. And then he moved to North Long Beach. Then he was in the jungle. So that means he was housed. Now he's talking Skid Row. Continue, my brother.
So a lot of other shit, you know, I moved from, you know, Mom's 17, she moved to Carson, DA. You know, I can't be over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I already have determined that this is who I am over there, in the DA. And they like, you know, this 1-9. I go to the weed spot. I didn't believe that was a hood too. It was too nice.
Carson
like Inglewood.
But that's them 190s.
You know what I mean? They had leather coats, like nice. They was all looking like, you know, dapper
with
dudes.
school and shit.
They had a mom and a dad at home.
Absolutely.
2-car driveway. I was like, this shit is. I went and found a weed spot. I go to the weed spot.
Golf course across the street.
Go ahead. I'm on Tillman, right? Right by the college, right? You know, and bam, I go to weed spot and dude cuss me, and I'm like, oh shit, yo,
right?
What's that? He like, yo. I was like, I'm just here to get my weed, man. And, yo, man, like I maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, mom's got at me, 17.
Yeah.
You wilding, you smoking.
Right.
Yo, you got 30 days. I said, I'm out. Don't trip.
Word.
I
I'm
bounce.
gone. Okay.
Calm. Bounce from there. Go to East Side with my cousins and stay over there for a bit. And that don't work. Move with my little childhood girlfriend in Inglewood, her grandma, which lead us to moving to the jungles.
Okay.
And yeah, man.
Skid Row ain't far away from the jungle.
So it's a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have kids and all that, but I'm a kid like trying to have kids. I don't.
Come on, bro.
I never could quite catch up, man. It was like serving and not really making your mark.
Right. Right.
In the beginning, selling weed was, poor man hustle.
Right.
Get a half, get a QP.
Yeah.
Boom. Bubble, chop down necks and make it happen.
Absolutely.
And that shit was a real deal, man.
Yeah.
I really do believe they took the poor man's hustle.
Come on, man.
Knocked
his fucking head off.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They took it and state sponsored that. Stamp it. Boom. Turn them all into zombies. Moon rocks, all that shit.
Man. Wow.
So I moved from that. That relationship don't work. Bam, get married. And try to clean up my act.
And what were some of the things you tried when cleaning
started, I'm not doing hard drugs right then. Like,
right, okay.
Smoking the weed like crack. And also the gang banging.
Yeah.
And but I'm kind of getting conscious because I do come from that conscious era.
Right.
We wore medallions and whatnot. Cats was changing their name.
And all of them. Yeah,
loved, man, met Brother J one time.
Word. One of my top five.
Good.
One of my top five.
The brother was dope.
Word.
So
way ahead.
Man, so hip hop booming, I'm around Blowed. I'm around all of that. Like Lamert is popping 5%.
Yeah.
Studying with the Nation of Gods and Earths.
Word. Peace to the nation.
Woo came out and said, y'all niggas better start studying y'all lessons.
Yeah.
I said, what? Boom, got with a cat. My brother named I killed, man. Brother was like, man, supreme intelligence, Boom, 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 boom. Shot me 120, We start parliament and I'm studying, boom. Not rewind back, right?
What year was this, man?
It's like 9-6.
Brother?
9-6.
I'm in Atlanta with his cousin.
Yeah, studying.
Getting
put down.
Divine Allah was on the Martyr train.
Yeah.
And I knew that emblem come from Follow the Leader album cover.
Well, he had the flag on
with the emblem with the 5% Nation flag on it.
Yeah.
And I say, yo, man, where can I learn some of that 7% shit from? And he didn't say nothing. And I'm standing up with my earphones on, hanging on the, holding the rail on the Martyr. The brother sitting down and he looking up at me like this. He didn't say nothing. So I pulled my earphone off. And I say, yo, man, where can I learn some of that 7% shit, bruh? That motherfucker look. You mean 5%, brother. Sit down. Yeah. I still got my book. Go ahead, though. This is a trip that it's the same time. Yeah.
But at 9, right, I remember stumbling in to one of my older cousins' room, like Ali, right? He praying. And he's making salat. And I was like, what's that? He was like, I'm praying.
Come on.
So I always been searching since I was a kid. I remember going to church with moms.
Come on.
They had a little window at the top, right, with a little curtain. I was like, Mama, do God live here? They said it's his house. Said, this is the Lord's house. I said, okay. Who? So we pay his rent? Like, I'm a little kid. So
yes, sir.
Christianity, it just really, 3 in 1. Like, nah, man, I can't. I done gotten water, baptized, all of that, man. And really try, usher board, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but when I see this, my older brother, who's my older cousin, and everything he did, I wanted to do.
Right.
And he said, look, I can show you. Right. Damn, I start praying with him. He showed me how to woke voodoo and woo and
wow.
Then one day he asked me like, yo, would you want to accept Islam, and I took Shahada, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, and but they wasn't regular, they was Moors. So they were studying, demonstrating lessons.
Yeah, yeah.
But I dip on it because I'm all these all these schools, bro.
You going through
I'm going back to the neighborhood and all of that.
Yeah.
And then so I get with the lessons, study the 5 for like 5 years.
Word.
Yeah. And all the time I'm still part-time with the hood.
Yeah, yeah.
Splicing there with the graffiti, doing graffiti.
And then what about the you over here, you over here, you over here, then a life event happened, now you really over here.
Yeah.
And then you really over here.
It just certain things make you stay in this and stay in that.
Right.
And I just kept just bouncing around. Go back from the 5s to the most after I watched The Matrix.
Word.
I watched The Matrix and I was like, his own self is a righteous Muslim.
Right.
Bam.
Yeah.
Boom. Go back and I studied the ADAP lessons with the Moors.
Right.
You know, I traveled through the Circle 7, you know.
Okay.
And thought that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that wasn't enough.
What?
Free and sovereign.
Right.
Step back to what my go-to is.
Right.
Back, I'm in the jungles with the black stones.
So boom, you were sharing that, you know, you had a certain mentality about when you was progressing, and correct me if I'm wrong, into the harder drugs, and then you felt like, you know, the homies see you, they gonna rat pack you.
Oh, for sure.
Boom, boom. So when you got to Skid Row, the homies was already there.
So yeah, 2000s, man, like early 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's wearing on me, man, like wearing these different hats in these different circles.
Word.
And even being conscious. I believe what happened to me happened to a lot of our leaders, you know.
Yes, sir.
And that became my trip, right? When I started doing the drugs and them homeless like that, right? I'm like,
listen,
I would hallucinate, you know, be in psychosis,
right?
And be like, I'm a militant revolutionary. And then, you know, and they know that I know the lessons, that I know who I am. Right. So now they coming for me.
Okay.
You know, yeah. Cause, you know, look, man, Huey.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very influential.
Absolutely.
Powerful brother.
Yes, sir.
Died trying to get him a hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What happened to the movement, the power movement, was by strategic design.
Absolutely. Right.
And I believe what happened to, they didn't just stop at that.
Right.
They've been predicting the rise of any consciousness in our community.
Right.
You know, look how music played out, bro.
Right.
We went from you know,
careful
the to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To rock him a lot, like studying and building and you know, BDP and, you know, X-Clan and to the east, my brothers to the east.
Come on.
To, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Black Superman. To dope man.
I explained to my daughter who just turned 15 that you didn't hear the word nigga in hip hop till NWA.
Nah, they just got loose with it. And I believe it was a story that needed to be told because they was overlooking the city, you know, called Compton. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Where the police would do what they did before the Compton sheriffs, right?
And you know, and allow me to share this thought. I don't know the word that it is, or the word, but I know it happens, man. And it's when the people that know. See an opportunity, they don't create it. They just they sitting back watching. They know all our history. They know everything. They know the power of language. They know the power of beat, frequency, everything.
Come on.
And then boom, then that sound and wording comes in and they say, we got him. This the one we gonna push. And then they start pushing that frequency, right? And that language and that style, and then going back in our earlier part of our conversation, now you got singers that want to gangbang.
Yeah, you got singers, and you know it's man. You imagine, dude, this was in the parks. This was, you know what I'm saying. This was word of mouth. And you had a mix that you had I had DJ Quick's Underground.
Word.
Okay, man, it was passed around. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The banging on wax and all of that. And somebody started marketing this like, oh yeah, we got that. We got the John Blaze for you. You know what I'm saying? We got it for you. You know what I'm saying? So come through, man. Like, yeah.
And knowing all that, brother, and experiencing all that, man. And I am a grateful human being for growing up in the 80s listening to hip hop. In the words of my man Mr. Grimm, if you did not grow up in the 80s listening to hip hop, you seriously missed something.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah. So big up to you, Grimm. Answer your phone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
oh man.
Okay, boom. So now we in Skid Row, right? Well, we on Skid Row.
Fast forward, man.
And you have a psychosis.
Shock, man.
Right.
You know.
Did you was it ever a moment like how?
Yeah.
How did I?
I went through a big how. I went through a shock. Like you homeless. Like
right.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't
right.
like it's like you done couch surfing. It ain't nobody you could call.
Word.
You know, family is like, you know, this is after, you know, I done been in treatment a couple of times. Okay. You know, they not messing with me, man.
Word. Because I've heard your story, and I love the part, because it's a part when you bring in that fire, and it's a certain saying you say, and then you turn the fire up, and it's getting scorched from here on out. And it's when you say, I'm eating out of trash cans, man. Living less than a dog.
Less than a dog, man. Yeah. Like, you know, homeless, like for real, man. I was in, and then I left out of, so I have like 2 different periods of being homeless. That one first time, right? In 2 years, I was trapped in Skid Row. It kind of got cool, because like, if you ever been in jail for the first time, you know, the county, you like, oh my God, I'm in real jail, they gonna rape you. Right. Like, nah, man, like, you know, stand your ground, homie.
Right.
And you know, the original man, you know how we bounce back, man. We're resilient, even in the worst of places, man. And, so I begin to move around. Okay. You know, this where these people was at. Right. And the cold thing is, downtown Skid Row ain't no set tripping. Right. Like that, really, on a major level. Right. You got Bloods, Crips, SAs.
Everybody on Skid Row.
They doing dope right in front of you. Like, ain't nobody hiding it. They smoking the pipe. They smoking crack. Right. In front of you, like, police drive by. It's like a red light district. What? And they not even tripping. You know? And, you know, you got beer, man. You got the
fuck is beer man?
A beer man. He got beers in the backpack or in the case on ice, instead of, so you don't got to leave and walk to the corner store. You can stay right there. They got dollar shot dudes walk around with a bottle like, yeah, I got dollar shots. Bam. So everything coming to you. And then you got all these places that give, they preaching down the street. The preacher give you $1 if you sit through it. So you sit there. Then you got people that come up giving out food and, you know,
so
clothes.
you kind of
get cool.
Get comfortable. Yeah. You get a way of life, if you will.
I find, you know, homeless other homies, this, you know, from my side. Right. So I would hang out with these dudes, and then they kind of hung with other people, and you know, I was around some dudes from Compton, some Inglewood, you know, some Swans, and some of the homies from Blackstone. Yeah. I had one dude that was real cool from Hoover. Wow. He was cool as hell, man. I hope he made it out there. Wow, you know, man. Black man, he was cool, man. Yeah,
learn something new
certain
every day.
People, man, just kind of, you know, street families like mama. That's but mama.
You all living less than a dog.
But trip this though.
I'm tripping.
So nothing. Wake up rumbling in your stomach or come to whatever out of a tent or whatever you got.
Right.
When we see each other, top of the morning.
No
shit. Top of the morning. Speak to you. Fast forward, I'm in treatment. Like, when I get off of there, I finally go to treatment again. It's Santa Monica. I'm walking around, you know, on paths and stuff with my little friend, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Smell of salt from the ocean.
And, man, we would go to the promenade so much it got boring. You know, and I would walk past people and be like, hey, how you doing? Top of the morning. They'll look at you like you got shit on your face.
Yeah, yeah.
But people that had nothing was making sure to speak to each other when they woke up.
I'm on a mission to be the best waiver in my neighborhood, and my neighbor, like 7 doors down, he be getting me. This little man got a wave so cold, boy, it make my morning every morning. Man, but yeah, go ahead though.
Communication is the key, bro. Yeah, I didn't know it back then, but I know it now. because so that experience, then I go to treatment. Mom's getting sicker, and I made a deal like, God, you're gonna keep my mama. And she got stage 4 cancer, man.
Wow.
And so I go back to the drug, man.
Uh-huh.
And the drug that I'm doing is one that's getting very popular.
Right.
Crystal methamphetamines rock my world, man.
Word.
Any year, worse than any other drug. And I tried, different things.
A little bit of everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But crystal meth was it man. You know how our elders and be talking about cocaine, how it came and it was extravagant at first because I remember a time when I was around young adults that had shit. We listening to music, we vibing, and we would hit the pipe.
Right.
Or we'd do a line.
Right.
And it was like, it was our own thing. Then slowly, I start to see that group of people change. The drug is taking over them. They losing their houses, their apartments. You see the homegirl talking and shit that ain't there. Other women, doing things that women do to get another one.
Right.
Some dudes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I'm like, wow, man, this is really tripping people out.
Mm-hmm.
Go to treatment. Mom's sick. I think I'm done. I'm not.
People that think he done. Go ahead.
I'm not done.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When I get out, I go hard in the paint, man. I go hard in the paint, homie. I lose everything. I don't go back to Skid Row. I go back to Long Beach.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm stuck in Long Beach.
Listen
all
to
of
the word
the beaches,
stuck.
man. I'm just trapped, and I'm gonna tell you again, it becomes cool to be homeless.
Right.
Cause I don't got no bills.
Right.
I ain't worried about my kids.
Right.
I ain't tripping about nothing but keeping more dope.
Right.
And the crew of people that I mess with, we steal to make shit happen.
Right.
Or you got a female close to you that's gonna do the group of people, somebody got it. What's that?
The band of thieves or whatever they call it.
we gonna
make it happen.
And we kinda had some type of what I thought homeless people unite. You know what I mean? Like we ain't gonna do each other, but I sadly, realized that nah, man, that ain't the case. Yeah, cold as fuck. I got people stealing from me when I turn my head.
Right. Wow, man. And then from there you go into another treatment center.
Or another treatment center.
Okay.
This is like so actually that was number 4. No, 4, 5, 6, cause that's either 4. Because I go to 5th, 6th, yeah. So that was the 4th.
Okay.
Because I went to Long Beach 3 times.
Okay.
Banged out. I'm banging in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you walk in the yard.
Tripping.
Yeah.
Like I'm and I never been to prison. Been to county a bunch of times. But I'm in that motherfucker set tripping.
Right.
Where the homies. Right. But, so I go to Santa Monica, graduate, relapse hard in the paint. Everything, man. I lose everything. My mama died in this. I ante up the bill. I start slamming it. Like, man, I'm like, so I'm
put a needle in your arm?
Yeah.
Shit.
You can't, and that's the beginning of the end for me. Like, rocketed into a whole nother world, bro.
Word.
And man, everything you can imagine I seen. And then I start roaming, not just Long Beach now. Man, I went from Long Beach to Venice Beach. Walking, stealing bikes, jumping on buses, getting through off of them, doing all. I got there in like 2 days.
Wow.
I stay in Venice Beach. It's moving fast. I tell you, you was homeless at that period of time, and it's not a tourist place when the lights go out.
Okay.
If you ain't from Showline, Venice Dresse, or Venice Skin, get your ass out of here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that lasted for a hot second. Go to Redondo, go back up to Santa Monica, I was homeless in Beverly Hills, picking up them rich people's trash. You know
what?
Yeah, they ran me out of there, police, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Malibu. I ended up going back to Long Beach, go to Orange County, Westminster. My sister was out there. Sister was like, nah, you can't stay here.
Right.
Get wrapped up, man.
Wow.
I'm thinking I only been out there for like a year. But it's been years,
wow.
Bro. Orange County, Beach Boulevard. I get a little stint, go back to the county for like 3 months. my psychosis is tripping.
Right, okay.
Because the drug is no longer taking me up and keeping me up and alert and all that. Right. Now I'm hearing shit and seeing shit.
Right, okay.
And they are after me.
Right.
After me.
They coming soon.
They coming, bro. It's imminent danger. Every time I take one, I'm like, oh, why did I do this? I'm hearing the voices just telling me like, yeah, we gonna smoke your ass. Like,
they right outside.
They
I
out.
Can't move.
Bro, and they in every language.
Right.
Like if I'm around white people, it's get him, boy. We about to get you. If I'm around Mexicans, we're gonna like, hey, we're gonna smoke your meat out there. We're on you, fool. We're gonna chop your head off.
Oh shit!
If I'm around black people, I hear I'm about to smoke your slob ass. Like, wow. Yeah, like get this red rat.
And this shit is moving at lightning
speed. And I'm sitting there like, what did I do? And running on out. Have you ever been on a bike trying to outrun a car? Just out my mind, bro. Tripping.
Wow.
And so
wow.
Yeah, man, go run to my mom's house in Carson one time, just zoned out, man. And you know, also look, man, there was 2 different occasions where I'm panhandling because I'm a panhandling artist.
Okay.
I know how to do that.
Right.
Also helps me see why I do what I do now.
Right.
I can talk to anybody. Bro.
Right. Okay.
So
good job. Come on. Come on.
I'm out there and these 2 sisters, 2 different places.
Right.
Sisters. Say, can I pray with you? I'm like, okay, pray. They said, God want me to tell you. Both of them said the same shit.
Right.
Fuck me up. Both of them said the same shit. This season is over.
Huh.
I said, okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah. They both gave me money, so I wasn't tripping.
Right,
it was like $20. I'm good. Thanks. I'm on.
Right.
And shoot, probably like 2-3 months after that, I'm wrapped again. Go to jail. They do that little 90-day thing, and they release me and get out. 2 weeks later, I'm back. They release me, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's not the same, bro. My psychosis is off the Richter. I can't stay nowhere.
Wow.
You know, I end up getting wrapped up again. And, dude, I'm not supposed to. I had a 90-day, a 4-year joint suspension.
Right, okay.
No interactions. They was banking on me getting another. The police was like, because I had the case, the 90-day case was in-house possession. I took dope into a facility.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and they was banking I was going to fucking violate. And I did.
Right, okay. Okay.
But I didn't go to, They released me again both times that I did violate.
Wow.
Release me.
Wow.
So then I mash out here by way of my going to my mom's house in Carson. She's passed by then. Her husband is there, and he says, yeah, I don't know. You tripping out, man. Look, Ronnie, I think he's a part of the conspiracy. They trying to kill me.
You gonna set you up?
Chasing me.
Yeah.
He calls my sister. My sister calls my cousin, Long Beach, big black cut up. Come in. I don't know how fast he got here from Corona. He got from Carson to Corona in like 30 minutes, I swear. Pull up like, what's wrong with you, cuz? I'm about to, you know, because no matter what I was banging, he still called me cuz.
Right.
Right. And he jumped. He said, what, you hearing voices? Yeah, I'm hearing. I got honest, man. Yeah. He said, you off that shit? I said, yeah. Nigga, get in the car. We going. Man, he take me to Corona, man. You know, I kind of detox, decompress.
Right.
You know, go up in that period. Went to see my his brother Ali, my other cousin. You know, up in Oakland.
Wow.
Later on, we talking, me and him. He was like, "You remember when we went to Oakland? I was playing that on the audio." I was like, "What was you playing?" He said, "That was the 7 Emerald tablets."
Wow.
I said, oh, snap, that was the thought and all that. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, man, it was a lot in the mix with me, man.
Yeah.
So, I go to treatment because he tell me, look, man, if you go to treatment, because I'm doing artwork for his clothing line and different stuff.
Right.
And he got business and he doing things. He's in the real estate too. And, you know, he's like, look, man, go to treatment for 90 days. I'm going to get you an apartment.
Okay.
I can't last the damn 90 days.
Wow.
I get into it. Salvation Army, hard shit to do.
Right.
Kicked out a month and a half into it. And I'm drunk that night.
Whoa.
I'm drunk that night, man. Yeah. My cousin, like, look, we're going to put you in another treatment center. I sell some artwork before I go, so I go in with like 500.
Okay.
you know, and that's like 1,000 to a dope
Absolutely.
fiend.
You balling out of control.
So I go there, I stay in that motherfucker like a week.
Damn.
Maybe.
Come on, Rod.
And I bounce rock skate. That morning, I remember I went to the store like, hey, man, I can't do this shit. Like, nah. So, it's in Paris. Some little hole-in-the-wall treatment center called the Hacienda House.
Okay.
You know, they was church.
Right,
I couldn't do all that.
Yeah, we need a little bit more than that.
Nah, man, that ain't fucking. You don't even do no 12-step. They just, they white, and they, hallelujah, them jumping up, hallelujah, white people going. And I'm like, they running around the church. I was, oh, these motherfuckers crazy.
They really gonna get you.
Let me go, you know. So I leave. I remember that morning, bro, got a pack of Cool Kings 100s, two 211s,
Yeah,
and commenced my ride on the bus from Paris to Corona. Okay. By the time I got to Corona, I already met a dude that got kicked out the treatment center with me.
Wow.
Yo, you gonna hook me up with a 50. Boom. And last trip again. I had.
That was the last one?
Last one.
Word.
I get back, I my cousin say, nigga, you can't fuck with me. Right. I know you high.
Right.
You better find out. You better make it work. And I don't, look, man.
Yeah.
I get on, I go back to Long Beach, and I'm out there for like a week and a half crying. Just, you know, I know what they say in the rooms where they like, it didn't work no more. Right. It didn't work. I wasn't getting high. I wasn't getting the none of that. I was just getting you ruined your life.
Right.
Why would you do this?
Right.
Why would, and I'm going to the same homeless people, and they sitting there like, man, you should go back. Motherfuckers that's smoking dope with you, telling you, man, you should go back to that motherfucker. You tripping. I get on the train, I hop a train. Like, by this time I'm walking up because I'm also absconded. Okay, because I have stopped reporting. Right. Okay. And I walked in a couple of, police stations. One of them at the 103rd station. I jumped off. I said, I'm tired of these people following me. I walked in there. You can't turn yourself in them places. Because they sat there and said, what's going on? I said, I know I'm on the run. My name is such and such with you. They said, went in the back. I'll be right back. Came back, said, yeah, no, you can't turn yourself in. You're going to have to go in and report to your people. I said, oh, okay. Wow. So, yeah, that wasn't the first time. Right. Another time, I was in Santa Monica, walked up and said, y'all been following me all night. Yeah, I'm right here. Y'all been following me all night. They said, who? I said, Santa Monica PD, y'all been following me all night. My name is... Wow. That dude went in the back. He came out. I swear he was laughing, dog. I swear he was... Brother, too, he said, sir, you have us mistaken. We are not following you. Wow, dude. Look, crystal meth is a powerful drug, brother. Right. Boom. So, boom, I'm out here. I jump on the train, man, Metrolink. I ain't got no bread. I didn't smoked up and spent up. That motherfucking 500 is gone. Right. I got a little cricket phone. Not
the cricket phone.
And a backpack. Yeah. I had a luggage with some clothes, a tent, all of that shit. That's gone. Wow. Because, I did stop in Skid Row for a hot second. Couldn't stay there. And that's when I seen the change. Because at first, when I was there, Crystal was not there. You had to go to the Mexican places. Right. Earlier on, I talked about being in Skid Row. Right. I would have to go to Silver Lake or to another
Park and shit like that.
go to somewhere to get it from the Hispanic people.
Right. Man, so you traveling to Echo Park in the beginning you had to travel to get the crystal meth. Yeah. But now on this last run with the backpack and the luggage gone and everything.
Bro, I get down there, man.
And it's
pop. As soon as I get down there, somebody, they used to be on the corner like, Cavi.
Right.
Now they like, Crystal. Whoa. I said, what? What did you just say?
Yeah.
Dude said, yeah, you got crystal? So, bam, it's there.
Yeah.
I put up my little tent next to one of the, I find the neighbor spotted a little homie from, I don't know where, I think it was from B.Y. Watts. I'm like, hey, blood, can I post up? Yeah, blood, you right here. Woo. I said, hey, I be messing with Chris. He's like, nigga, I do too. I said, okay, can you get some more? Yeah, man, I'm locked in. I hit it and I trip out.
Right.
I trip out, bro, to the point where I thought they were shooting me.
Right.
I'm across the street from Grand Central Station, whatever the last one by Alvera
Alameda.
Street.
Alvera, yeah.
So I remember I heard the rifle going off. Boom! I'm like this on the. I'm falling down. I hear a car pull off and everything. And,
What?
And then I walk over to the station and I'm sitting there, and the dude say, "Good morning, sir." I said, "You can see me?"
Come on,
So look, man, I wake up in the morning, man. I leave my tent there, man, because I see a dude with a flag on his face. I thought he was part of the dudes who's trying to kill me. When I come out the tent, I said, oh. Man, in the words of DJ Quick, I'm not a gangster.
Right.
You know, especially under the influence, man.
Right.
And so I jump on this train, man, and I'm going to like San Gabriel Valley, the wrong way.
Okay.
I just know I need to get out to
somewhere.
Cause my family ain't fucking with me. Older cousin say he ain't fucking with me. So dude, they catch me. Get off. You got to get off. I said, all right. He said, I'm not even gonna give you a ticket. I'm just gonna tell you to get off the train.
Okay. I
get off the train and I go to this senior center or something, and I'm trying to get my plug my phone in. You know, they not letting me. Then the lady come out. She says, what do you need? I said, I need to get to Corona. I'm trying to get into a treatment center. I'm on drugs. You know. She said, are you hungry? I wish I could find this lady. You know. She said, how much money do you need to get on the train? I said, 15. You know, the train ride is like $12. I need a tall can, child. I need a tall can, child.
Right.
I drink alcoholically, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I go to the store after I get the ticket, I drink that, and then I get on the train and I get out to Corona. Cousin picks me up. It's raining. I'm in Hellcat with him.
Right.
He whipping corners. I'm hitting my head. He like, look, man, you know, save all them tears, man.
Yeah.
You know, fuck
Yes,
that
sir.
shit. Went through this shit with my uncles, your daddy and shit, man.
Yeah.
He said, when I see your mother in the hereafter, I could look her in her face and say, I tried.
Yeah. Word.
You know,
Big up
cold as
cousin.
shit
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
did, man.
Yeah.
He said, look, you stay at house he had in foreclosure. You ain't coming to my condo, nigga.
Right.
Stay here.
Right. Okay.
I'm in a vacant house
Yeah.
with a cover and a pillow.
Uh-huh.
Big, beautiful house, but nothing in it, mother.
Right.
Lights
You
still
and
on.
you.
He said, look, you better have a plan A and a plan B because you can't fuck with me in the morning.
Word. Wow.
Call my uncle. I'm calling all the treatment centers and everything. And out of nowhere, I hear this voicemail. My uncle, God rest his dead, man.
Word.
You know, he said, come out here, man. Stay with me in Fontana, man. You know, that'll be your best bet. And so none of the treatment centers was fucking with me.
Word.
I called him. He's like, yeah, make your way. And that man let me, you know, drink up all the drink in his household.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
you know, I think I got sober for him, man.
Word.
You know, because he couldn't get sober.
Right. Okay.
But he had like COPD and
Yeah.
issues. He was on breathing tubes. Only reason my uncle stopped smoking crack.
Right.
Probably was because he got that.
Yeah,
You know, he
right.
got sick.
Wow.
But he had a big ass house. He never was homeless.
Right.
You know, he had an apartment
Uh-huh.
that his wife got him, you know, to smoke dope in. So he wouldn't be on the street.
Enabling for real.
So bam.
Yeah.
He said, look, after 2 weeks, we gonna put you back in treatment. Oh, this don't work. I get to treatment. Something happened though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When they asked me what you gonna do different,
Huh.
I said I'm willing to do whatever you tell me to do.
Word.
I was all done with all of that other shit.
Word.
Fast forward, I see you on the panel in the place. Come in with the lavender suit on and the lavender bow tie, hat cocked to the side, shoes to match.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with a pad and a pen, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it's serious business.
Yes, sir.
And everything you said, I was hanging on all of the notes, all the way down to you having your own library at your home.
Word.
You know,
Yeah.
not being a high school graduate, you know,
right.
but still being successful.
Yeah.
Being a father to your children.
Word.
I was like, what? You said, man, this bow tie, no disrespect to the brothers in the Nation of Islam, but I do not sell bean pies.
Yes, sir.
This is a sign of infinity. I said,
absolutely.
ooh, got your number.
Yeah.
Didn't know that we was gonna lock in later
like
on,
this.
man.
Right, man.
And
Word.
it's been flowing, man. I left that treatment center. I didn't look back, man. I got that apartment.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The cousin was trying to get my family sent me the, the apartment. I'm over there. I meet my wife.
Yeah.
And she's been, my rock, man.
Word.
Pushing me, promoting me.
Word.
To carry on. Beautiful queen.
Word.
Love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Eritrean woman. You know what I'm saying? And just pushing me. A certain way people can, push you without tearing you down.
Word.
And that's what the Queen did with me, you know what I mean? And we rock with each other, man. And we trudge this road together, man.
Absolutely, bro.
I went from this job to that job to something like a career right now.
Yeah, because you work in the
mental health, man.
Mental health.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because I just learned something rolling with Reggie the other day about mental health. And Red said this. People think mental health mean you're crazy. Right? And he said mental health is not always you crazy.
No.
He said depression and anxiety is a form of mental health.
Yeah.
And I was like, word. Yeah. Because I have a sponsee that has mental health issues.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him straight up the other day.
Yeah.
My time is very valuable home. Now, if you don't get to looking at some reality of the goodness of this here motherfucking life and leave me the fuck alone with the devil and the demons and shit, you gonna have to find somebody else home. Straight up, man.
Yeah.
Because bruh. Okay. And my thing is it's a lot more people playing on the mental health issue versus the people that you are working with in your facility.
Right.
And that's the part I don't jive with.
Yeah.
I give you an example.
Yeah.
One day I'm clean.
Yeah.
Rolling with the queen. Huh? At the car wash.
All right.
Lady come between the hatch of the pilot and the queen and spins her around. And I hear my wife say, hey. And I turn, look, I got the chills because it's real. I turn around and I tell that lady straight, I don't give a fuck about you being crazy, lady. I'll beat your motherfucking ass and I don't want to hear shit about you being crazy. Because if that light turn green, you going to get your ass out the street when them cars start moving. Get the fuck on away from here. And then I looked at the other dude that was going through the trash can. I said, hey, man, get your lady before I fuck her up. My man threw his hands on his back and he said, she's not my lady.
Get on.
So people be playing with it, man. And so share before we get up out of here, share a little bit about the career path.
Oh,
and maybe a little bit on how it lined up, how you got there, because I remember once you got out of treatment, you was really pounding. We had took that trip to Palm Springs to the convention.
Man. Yeah.
You locked in, got set up with the Recovery in the Desert crew and the Western Inland Empire. Yeah. And I mean, you've been pounding, brother. And the proof is in the living.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Definitely,
so
bro.
you got this job, and then you're irritated because if I'm not mistaken, you had started out working in warehousing.
I was working in a warehouse.
Word,
man.
go ahead.
Yeah,
it
was hard labor, but I was grateful.
Word,
because I hadn't worked since early 2000s.
Come on, grateful, gratitude.
I'm in a 2001 Saturn. Pushing it like it's a Beamer. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, dog.
Had the red and black interior.
Yeah,
it had good sounds. It had AC, but no heat.
No,
you know what I'm saying? The windows would be frozen because it get cold out here. I had to take the hot water and pour it on the windshield. Bought my own squeegee. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
make it happen.
Man, I'm rolling one day to that job, right? When I finally got hired on after temping it for a minute and wearing a uniform, and I looked over at the bus stop. And I seen these people, man, with uniforms too. And they had lunch pails and backpacks and shit, and they was going places. And it took me back to being homeless when I used to be mad at them motherfuckers, man. Because the sun was up and the birds was chirping, and I'd be sitting at a bus stop coming down, man, looking like, what's my next lick? What's my next move? And I would be hating on them motherfuckers. Fuck these motherfuckers. But look. Because they had business.
Yeah.
I remember this. One of the few things my father told me, he said, a man is not a man without a plan.
Yeah.
He said, son, if you ain't got no business, go get you some.
Word.
I had some business.
Yeah.
I had something to do.
Yeah.
And I did that for like about 5 years.
Okay.
And Body, I can't be doing this, and
was
my mind was evolving.
Yeah, you was approaching the 50 Club, man.
know?
Shit. Hey, the producer right here, he told me that when I turned 40, he said shit gonna start hurting in a minute. Man, shit, that shit ain't gonna be hurting on me. No. Man, the other day I was brushing my fucking teeth, and I said, God damn it. At least said, what? I said, well, fucking neck just tightened up. I'm sitting at the sink. I'm sitting at the sink, bro. Go ahead, no. You got some business.
You start making sounds getting out the car. Bruh, you holding on to all of the handles. Man. Getting that big, eating that pillow top, like, like. So wifey again, Queen Sweat suggests, man, look, babe, why don't you go back to school?
Word.
Everybody in the meetings, all the rooms, they got letters behind their name, PhDs and shit, and you know, counselors and all this. And I'm like, okay, fuck with it. COVID hit, boom. Man, you know, right when I sign up. So I'm online doing classes, and I start going to school, man. Then after that, like I had like a sciatic nerve issue pop off. I couldn't work in there. So I really didn't want to leave because I'm a creature of habit. I told you I stay in
Get
stuff.
Comfortable.
The wheels falling off
right,
that.
Right.
And Creator was like, it's time to move.
Go. Hit you with the sciatic issue.
Yeah, you ain't gonna even be able to do this if you want to do this.
Right.
So I move, and then I get into working in treatment. Worked there for like maybe about two years, a little bit over 2 years. My sister, Meek, man, she holla at me like, look, look, bro, hey, you need to jump on this. It's, working in mental health, man, and my wife. Under the guys is my wife. She like, you slept on this? They not gonna hire me.
Yeah.
They not gonna hire me. I got a background, man. They hired me, bro.
Word.
I've been rocking with that for the minute, and that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
We started a nonprofit, organization, man. Redirection, Rise and Rebuild, working with the unhoused.
Yeah.
We on the ground floor level. Under the tutelage of different mentors. They've been advising me in the fellowship, like, you right where you need. Brother Lonzo, Sister Nakia, Kim Carter,
absolutely.
Been hollering at us and letting us know which kind of avenues we actually going to be doing some different stuff. Doing a joint venture with Meeks and stuff. She got her business as well.
Meeks is dope.
We trying to. I taped them on my testas. I love them.
Dope as fuck.
When I rock with you, I rock with you.
Word.
And
that's what we do.
Like you, bro. Like More K changed my life, man.
Word. Changed mine.
And rocking with him for about that 2 year period, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And going through that piece of work, he always, in my heart, man, he allowed me to see what I was tripping off with Brother Carl, you know? And I came on back with Carl. I got different people in my life, man. I've been able to take one of the guys. I had many sponsees, but everybody don't want to do this deal.
Man, but shit,
Brother T, man. Man, T been rocking with me on High Class Tweaker, man.
High Class. Big up to you, High Class. I see you on the second,
much love to him, I watched him turn into, this person that the Creator is willing him to be. Spirit is moving with him,
man.
And he touching people,
very effective.
They sending people to me now, man. I got a call today, somebody, because somebody sent him to me.
Word.
Brother John was like, I'm calling him about a sponsor. Hey, is it cool? I'll sponsor this dude. Cause I don't snatch up people.
Word.
If it ain't cool, then let me know. No, man, that's good, man. I wasn't his sponsor. Boo boo. Matter of fact, I'm sending T to you right now. He gonna be calling you. T been rocking with me almost like 3 years, man. Been through the steps. Brothers. Man, that's my dog. That's my brother, man.
Man, and it's a trip how that happened like that because I done had sponsees, and then one of my motherfucking homeboys from West Covina showed up, man. I got his original headshot from his rap group in my hip hop box.
Wow. Yeah.
And I bought something up at the table. He was like, nah, I don't remember that. He was like, I don't even remember that was my name.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And he had hit me and nigga, what you calling me for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's something about the car and the impound home. I ain't what? Please, homie. Then 4 or 5 months later, hey man, you sober, right? Yep, I was it was earlier this year because I had just turned 16.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And he was like, I'm a member of the 502. And I got 30 days. And he over that 502, and 502 don't rock like us.
Yeah.
So, but I know that it's still programmed. So keep pounding. And so, then he put 60 together. Then when he was crossing from the 60 to the 90, I say, come on over where we at, man. Come check us out. Bro, walked in there, saw them dominoes and that music. He ain't laughing. Then he hit me because he was hearing, you know how we go from the podium. So he hearing it at the podium, and it ain't like that over there.
Nah.
He say he went back to the sober living and say, hey, man, this shit have me rolling. He say, you know how they tell us we can't crosstalk? They got to crosstalk me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'll trip you out.
And then one day he hit me and he was like, hey, man, what all this, it ain't, will you work with? I say, yeah, bro, we get down. And we've been cracking since. And I'm sharing that with you because to get a high class and to get a man like Q, and you see them grab it, and they with it. You call, they moving.
Yeah, man.
Wherever you at, they at.
Yeah.
Like when y'all was sitting, Q was with me when y'all was sitting there eating in Palm Springs. I mean, y'all was sitting at the table chopping it up in Palm Springs when I was looking from a damn phone and good looking out on your queen because you know the alcoholic mind.
Yeah.
I'm already at T-Mobile the next day buying a whole new phone. I'm already $1,100.
It's gone. It's gone.
And shit, I got to buy a new phone, all my pictures. And his wife was like, looking, go to the front desk. Woo, woo, woo. As I'm walking, I can see my phone in the security room locked right there. I'm like, oh, good looking out.
Look.
But it was Q. He
said, that was with you.
Yeah, that was with me.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm ready to go because I'm ready to go home. The shit over with. And I got to get up in the morning and go buy a new phone. And he say, nah, man, hold on. We just going to wait a minute. I say, all right, Q. We going to wait. And we posted up on the wall.
Yeah, man.
And then I put my app on his phone, and that's how I was tracing it through there and came up to y'all. But to see High Class and his wife sitting with you and your wife, because shit was going on down the hallway. But y'all over here building.
Yeah, we chilling.
By yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it just feel good to have someone that rock with you that's about it like you about it because you've been pounding so long all the way from the Salvation Army to the warehouse to getting married to doing this, and then we see these people coming in here playing.
Yeah, they do.
Playing.
They not ready, man.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, we see hundreds, right? They come in. They be, you know what Brother Clifton used to say is that you come in on the high tide. You better hold on to somebody because you same way you came in, you come on out, man. You know.
Matter of fact, what's up with little sister, man? Nicole.
Oh, Nicole.
She had a newcomer with her Friday because I didn't see her twice. I'm like, damn, we see each other twice in a month.
Swooping up people.
I'll be here. She need a commitment. Yeah. And you know how we do. Oh, hey, peace. I'm Brother Sean.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So how long you been with us? 3 days. Say, all right. I say, stick around. Yeah. I said 3 days. And it's yeah, huh? And Nicole was like, get her.
See?
I say, slow down.
See?
Right? And I told her, I say, I got 3 beautiful children and a badass wife. I say, my wife got some of the softest skin you ever touched. I could be doing something else. You need to stick around long enough to see why we here on Friday night.
Come on.
Stick around, man. So it's good to see High Class and his wife and the way y'all move like a unit, man. And
my brother, man.
You know, we could go from days to decades, Ron, but we both married and we got to get ready for the week. Mom got to go to work. Yeah. So check it. We coming back.
Hey, have me back, man.
Because we're going to discuss recovery and hip-hop.
Yeah, life, man.
And I thank you for being honest and open and sharing your story with us, bro.
Definitely.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Peace to God.
Peace,
indeed. All right, y'all.
You better tell them.